everyone, I'm Miss Heather from the Tewksbury Public Library, and I'm back with another maker craft. Today we are going to make little sleds out of popsicle sticks. And so of course today you will need some popsicle sticks, or craft sticks as sometimes they're called. These ones are standard size, so they're about 4.5 inches long. And I've also used some mini craft sticks or popsicle sticks. And these ones are only about 2.5 inches long. You will also need some crayons and a piece of twine and a hot glue gun if you have it. This is the best thing to use. But if you have some tacky glue or if you have some wood glue, those are certainly things that you could try out that might work out well for you. So let's get started. The first thing you want to do is color all over all of your craft sticks or popsicle sticks. And you'll do this with crayons. You just color straight onto the craft stick with your crayon. Make sure you cover the front, the little sides, the little top part. Get the whole thing because it'll help it look really nice for the final product. So get your crayons ready, get coloring, and let's get to it. So the first thing you want to do is color 5 of your mini popsicle sticks. They could all be the same color. They could be different colors. You could draw interesting patterns on them as well. However you want to decorate those is great, because those 5 are going to be the seat part of your sled. This part that goes right on top here where someone might sit if they were going to slide down a hill. So get those colored for your seat. These long pieces here are going to be like the runners. These are the parts here of a sled that glide on the snow really nicely. These two brown ones that I have here are my runners. I colored those brown. Again, you can color those any way that you like. And then this piece here, or the brace piece, is made of one of those mini popsicle sticks as well. I colored mine green. All right, so now that you're done coloring, I just wanted to take a minute and show you why I like coloring with crayons on craft sticks so much. I just really like how it shows the natural patterns in the wood and just makes it almost look like it's been stained wood, like stained with a certain color. I think it just makes a really nice effect, and I wanted to share that with you. So back to our sled. Let's talk about how to assemble it next. So to assemble your sled, you want to put all of the pieces that are going to be like your seat, like this part here of your sled, together. And so you'll do that by gluing right along that very skinny edge right there, as you can see, my pointer's there. And you can put a little thin stream of hot glue right on that edge. Be extremely careful if you are using hot glue, as this is something that can burn you. So we just want to make sure that you're being safe. And maybe you have a grown-up nearby too, making sure that everything is going smoothly. And so what I'm just doing right now is I'm just pushing those two together. I'm holding it tight, and that is helping the glue to set in the right spot and keeping the sticks to stay where I want them. So really push and press, and you'll know that you can stop doing that when you see the glue turn from being clear to being more translucent, to being a little bit harder to see through, a little bit less clear. That's how you know that you can stop pushing on the popsicle sticks, because the glue is drying, so it's setting everything into place. When it dries, it sets. So you can go ahead and continue that for all 5 pieces. Get those all glued right on the edges all together, making sure that you're holding and squeezing and bringing those parts to touch, because you want to make sure that all your hard work is not going to be for nothing. Once you have those pieces together, something that I like to do next is just take my hot glue gun and put an extra strip of glue on the back right in between each of my craft sticks here. And this will help my craft sticks just to have a little bit more support and stay a little bit more strongly in place. And so I'm getting all my glue right along those seams. All right, and now I'm gonna officially put this aside to dry. And I'm gonna move on to my runners, these brown parts here for my sled. So this goes out of the way, and in come the runners. These you wanna stand up on their skinny edges, just up and down right like this. So now you need your brace piece. You can sort of lay out and estimate where you need to put some glue, and then flip it right over and put some glue where you think the runners will match up with your brace here. So just right on the back of your brace piece, get a few nice big globs of glue. It's okay to use a little bit more than you think you might need. And then we'll just push it right on top of the runners. All right, so we just want to make sure we're pressing and holding like before. I'm actually going to turn mine over to the other side so that I can really push in and not worry about breaking my popsicle sticks. So now I have it upside down. I'm pushing on that glue, and we're going to need to push for a couple minutes. We're going to really need to make sure that we've got our popsicle sticks standing up to make the runners for the sled. So make sure you get it all set nicely into place. And like I said before, when you see the hot glue start to look less clear, less see-through, then you can stop pressing, and then you know it's mostly dry. Just like we did before, if you feel like you need it, you can add a little bit of extra glue right where the wooden pieces meet, right in those spots there. I think I'd only need just a small amount on this side because my glue's a little bit less over there. So now I have it all safe and secure. This looks pretty good for my sled. I feel confident that it will stay up and it will work. All right, now it's time to put the seat right on top of the runners as well. I think I'm going to do it like this. And I'm gonna turn my seat over, and right on those two outside seat parts, I'm gonna put a nice long line of glue right on those spots. And again, you can use a little bit more than you think you might need just to make sure that everything will stay right where you place it. And then we'll get that right on top of our sled. I want it to go this way this time. And I think that's the spot, and I'll push it straight down onto my sled. And once I think that it's the right spot, I'm actually going to turn it over again, just like I did before, and push down from the bottom, just to make sure that it's really going to stay in place. Just like we did before, feel free to add in an extra line of glue right where your joints are or where the wooden pieces meet, and that helps to give it some extra support. And sometimes if you're using hot glue, sometimes you get stringy pieces. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of clearing away some of the stringy pieces. All right, I think it's time for the last step, and this is to add on the rope, or what you'd use to pull your sled with. So I have a piece of twine here. I cut my twine to be about 10 inches long. And then all you have to do is just go from the back, loop it through around the brace, and then you hold up your two pieces. Then you will cross it over like you're tying your shoes. So I've got my loop here and my X, and then I'm gonna push it through just like first step for your shoes. And then I'm gonna pull, and I have a knot right around my sled, and I can even double knot that. I could bring it around again, make the loop, push my piece up and through, and pull again. So now I have one double knot, and then I'll do the same exact thing right on the other side here, making those knots so I have my sled all ready to go for the winter. One last thing you can do as you're finishing up your sled is you can secure the knots in place that you just made with your hot glue gun. So you'll just put a little dab of glue right at each knot, and that'll help it to stay secure. And again, I'm just doing this on the back side because I want my front to be really clean. So today for our maker craft, we made little sleds out of popsicle sticks. I hope you had a lot of fun making these. I know I did. I want to say thank you to my dad for giving me the inspiration to make this popsicle stick sled. And also a shout out to my friend Sarah. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you so much for tuning in today, everyone. I hope you'll join our video next week when we have little Einsteins. I hope to see you all soon, and thanks again. Bye.